Hey, we partnered with Flexsteel to see if we can build a $10,000 outdoor patio furniture set for cheap and to withstand any kind of outdoor weather conditions. Let's get started. Okay, so I want to build a patio set. $6,500 for one sofa.
Dang.
Hold on a second. Oh, it's got a paired up chair too, so 10 grand altogether.
3,500.
People are getting ripped off. I bet you anything, 10 grand set, I bet you I could build for like under $1,000.
Really?
Watch, hold my beer. I don't understand. I don't understand how patio furniture can be $10,000. I just spent $160 on lumber, and I bet you we can make this for far cheaper. I'm gonna go with whitewood or pine if you can find. I need my PPE, wear my goggles. Let's roll. It's that memory when you're back in middle school trying to waste time with the pencil sharpener before your teacher makes you go back to your seat. I don't know if I needed that cut. I got too excited with the miter saw. Get it together.
I got my back stretchers done. I have my tops done now.
I gotta do my front and backs of these armrests. That's another way to save money. Instead of buying 4x4s, get 2x4s.
Now, although I also did that because I didn't want redwood, I couldn't find any like whitewood like that. Again, just to stain it a lot prettier. Because we want this furniture to be the prettiest furniture at the ball.
I'm quickly realizing I don't have enough lumber. I knew I was being too optimistic when I got this. $160, yeah, my butt. That's tomorrow Alex's problem. Right now, we need to glue up these posts. I've learned my lesson before. There's no reason for me to glue these up rough as they are. Rough, you say? Yeah, well, even though they're regular old studs, there's still gonna be all these little cracks in there even when you start clamping them together. So what I'm gonna do is throw them on my jointer that I don't use at all that often so that they will be the most perfect post to ever be made. What in the world is going on over here? You know, you get yourself a nice dust collector and then this happens. I never clean up. Let this be a lesson to you kids. Always clean up your toys after you're done with them. Welcome to another episode of Cake, or not cake. Definitely not cake.
Cake! Cake! Cake!
I seem to be out of small clamps. Well, time to get the big ones out. All this means is we're gonna have to stack them all together. One mega clamp.
Mega what?
My rag's dirty, my hands are dirty, my table's dirty.
Dirty.
Everything's clamped up, let's let it dry. See you all in the morning. Morning! Lumber is dry. Time to square them off. All right, next up we got the thickness planer. It's like a 3-step process. Let's say you have unstraightened? No, not straight boards or just crooked boards, bow boards, whatever you have.
Crooked.
You have to use the thickness planer to create two sides. One flat surface and then one parallel surface. Not parallel, perpendicular. Perpendicular.
Perpendicular! Perpendicular!
You have to bring it over to your thickness planer, use your flat reference size to create on the parallel side a flat surface. Lots of trigonometry or geometry. I don't know. I didn't do so well in school, hence why I have a YouTube channel. And then for the fourth side, we use our table side because now we have a flat surface here, a flat surface here, a flat surface to reference against our fence, and then we have 4 straight surfaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, square. You know what I'm thinking? Why am I gonna bring this to the table saw if this is a roughly square thing that could stand up on its edge? Usually when you mill, you can't run it on the edge this way, so you have to use a table saw to make it square. But in my situation, I have the ability to run it for the 4th side to the thickness planer. Why change tools if you can do the same thing with the same tool? Damn it, there's a problem. I shouldn't have done the 4th side on the thickness planer because even though it's a flat surface that we're referencing, it's still, the blades are pushing it slightly to the side. As you can see, it's canted. Then if we're gonna 45 this, it's essentially warped. I'm gonna throw it real quickly back on the joiner, clean up those 2 lines, and then hopefully we'll be good to go to start mitering them. Damn it, I even have a shirt that says mistakes make us better. And that's stuff I like to hear when I'm doing this kind of mistake. I like to hear that stuff when it's all done. And the award for the biggest dummy goes to me. It's not the thickness planer's job. It's the fault of me not making sure my fence is square. Look how much that's off. That is probably, that looks like a solid 1/8 of an inch off. That's giant, folks. Let me square my fence off, throw it back on here, and we should be back in business.
I won't make that mistake again.
Mistakes were made, but mistakes were now fixed. We have perfect squares all around. I feel proud of myself. I learned a lesson now. It made me better because next time I know to make sure my fence is straight. Simple stuff. Always forget. Now the miters.
Joke's on me, you should use a miter.
According to this design, these are miters, 45-degree cuts. I have a miter saw here, and then I'm gonna use my miter gauge. You know what's a better idea? If we turn the base, because if we go this way, the blade, it might start bending and throwing off our angles. But if we put it at an angle chopping straight down, it shouldn't do that. 44 right there. Pretty dang good, huh?
Pretty damn good, lads! Yeah!
Well, no, we're gonna have to do 45.
A few moments later.
All right, now we're pretty dang good. Now we're cooking with something. It's not often I get to use this tool. In fact, I probably used this 0 times this year. And I can't wait to use them. And in case you're like, Bo, I want to make this thing too. How do I do it without this $1,000 tool? Get yourself a dowel. Just glue this together and then drill a hole all the way through and then put the dowel all the way through and then just cut off the ends and boom, you got a pretty strong joint. So there's options out there. You just got to explore them. Figure it out what feels right for your project. The $1,000 tools feel really right to me right now. Ooh-wee! Look how perfect they look. Let's glue them up. A little too perfect, I could barely get that out. Yeah, baby, now you know why it's a $1,000 tool. Because that's perfect.
It's perfect.
And perfection costs a lot of money. I was gonna go ratchet strap, but I think we can clamp it from sides. Time we give us the people's elbow. It's good. Oh yeah. How perfect is this? Booyah, baby! We got perfect squares with miters. The 2 are done for the big sofa. I gotta make 2 more for the chair. I'm not gonna bore you guys all this repetitive. I'll see you guys in a second. Hey, welcome back. We got nice, beefy, beautiful sides. Came out great. Miters came out perfect. Now let's work on something for our butts. Now we worked on our butts, let's start making the bench to plant our butts. Now the back and bottom designs are gonna be very simple because we believe in keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple.
We're gonna have 4 2x4s coming across. They're gonna be pocket held, that's the word. To the sides here. Now these are 3.5s, obviously 2x4s, but I'm gonna shave off 1/8 of an inch on the sides just so it's a nice cleaner look to match the beautiful size for the armrest that we already created. Now for this part, you don't have to run all these boards like I'm doing right now through this joiner. I'm just saving myself all the work to clean them up with a sander. But the end result's so much nicer. Look at this. This is your brain, nice and beautiful. And that's your brain on drugs.
This is your brain on drugs.
Don't do drugs. Let's pocket hold this mama jamba. I get outdoor exterior needs to be coated, but why blue? I don't understand. Like, can we coat it with like maybe a clear coating with silver screws? They would look so much nicer. But what am I, the design team?
I'm the designer.
Oh, how satisfying is that? Oh. Come into the joint. Promise you, you don't want to skip this step. You don't get it right now. Good luck staining this, Bubba. I meant Bubba. Good luck staining this, Bubba. On guard. Ooh, that could have been bad. Update. We have the sides. We have the bottoms. Now all we need is the backs. Nice. Now we're not ready to assemble quite yet. Based on the design, there's metal that needs to be incorporated here. Now what I'm assuming is it's wrapped around the perimeter with 2-inch steel, and then it has 1-inch square tubing coming as this X across. Now folks, this means we're gonna have to do a little bit of welding. Now hold up, don't get discouraged quite yet, because there's another version that you can build. Now that same sofa has another version without the metal with panels coming across. So you could totally do that and it'll look beautiful. We got some metal. For the X's, we're using 1-inch square tubing. For the frame, we're using 2-inch wide by 1/8 thick, $105. Almost cheaper than buying 2x4s at this point. The plan is gonna be to use my chop saw for cutting metal, tape the interiors down, tack weld it with my welder. Oh yeah, baby, we're gonna be welding. And then once they're all tacked up, then we'll start doing the finishing welds to make sure they're nice and strong. Oh, and pay no attention to here. We're a little overdue to our trip to the dump. And it actually looks bigger than it really is because we're not really good at breaking down boxes. And by we, I mean Irina. Let's see if this thing will come out now. Hey, hold on. It's gonna break. I feel like it's gonna break.
You're going to break it.
Amenore, amenore, menore, ameno. We got one. Ah, it's on fire! Oh, man, we are out here burning to crisp. The hard work that we did with the miters. I have to use 1-inch square tubing and create an X completely across. This might take a while. Oh, Bubba, yes! That is perfect. Oh, well, it's not perfect. I need to just adjust the angle a little bit, and then I'll be money, money, money. Well, I definitely got hit by a bunch of all these sparks from the welder. However, nothing got on fire. I'm not wearing my Ariat fire resistant stuff, although they have a lot of stuff. This is my regular workwear from Ariat. Very comfortable. I'm not burning up, but I think it's time to invest in a flame resistant jacket or something like that. Anyways, I got a promo code in the link description, 10% off, get yourself some workwear. And if you got a welder, definitely some flame resistant stuff. Let's make some more sparks, baby. Battery's dead. You know, there's a saying in welding, you're either a good welder or a good grinder. I, my friends, am a good grinder. This came out so cool. I'm actually starting to believe that I can make this patio set for under 10 grand. I'm gonna prove her wrong. I need to get paint and primer and get this puppy all polished up. I'm exhausted. This is so exhausting. I've been sanding this whole thing down, getting rid of all the burn marks on the sides of the posts for your arms. But before we start assembling everything, we need to stain this sucker. I got a splinter here. I heard somebody say you're not supposed to take out splinters. Because we want to match this $10,000 set as best as we can, we're not gonna use the stuff we used before. Let's try American Oak. This is a gel stain. I'm gonna do a little test piece and see how that turns out. I say gel stain, look. It looks like chocolate pudding. Don't eat it. I'm gonna let this sit for about 2 minutes and I'll wipe it off. Haha, we got ourselves a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's start staining. The advantages of gel stain as opposed to regular transparent or liquid gel or liquid stains is that it allows for you to put on an even coat. It becomes less blotchy and it'll absorb basically a high and low spot. We don't want no high and low spot. I wonder if she's not gonna like this. It has definitely tones of orange, and if you've been a fan of this channel long enough, Irina hates orange on furniture. What do you think of the color?
I like it actually.
What? Are you serious? It's not orange?
I like it.
Really?
Are you surprised?
Yeah. Are you medicated right now?
Maybe.
It might actually get a little lighter once it dries out, but not bad?
Not bad at all.
Okay. Onward. Good morning, you beautiful people. Stains all dried up. It actually evened up well. It's not as orange, which makes for a really good day. Let's start assembling it. This is gonna be a 90 and that's all gonna be tilted back. I should be using maybe dowels for a little bit extra strength. I'm gonna KIS, keep it simple, stupid. Drill some holes, put some wood glue, put some screws from below. We should be Gucci. And whenever possible, always try to be Gucci. Now the trick with this part is, based off the design, the original design, it's canted back, almost like laying back, kind of like an Adirondack chair. So I kind of have to find like a decent angle that I'll be able to have connections on both sides and keep that angle. Yes, we got our first official piece of furniture. Onto the bench. The patio furniture is finally put together. Now we need to go to the hardware store and pick up us some waterproofing. Got myself the Flex Seal liquid in a clear form. So let's get back to the shop. Oh yeah, and leaf bags, because it's fall. Man, I gotta pick up a bunch of leaves. Let's go get back to the shop and get rolling. All right, we got our supplies. So we're going with the Flex Seal liquid, the clear. Reason why is you could use, you know, polyurethane, but it's not UV resistant. The nice thing about Flex Seal liquid clear is that whatever the color that the wood is currently at, it's gonna preserve and stay that way. All while at the same time being UV resistant, mold resistant, protects against rain, snow, sun, wind, hail, moisture, everything that we're gonna expect to see outdoor. You can brush it, you can roll it, you can dip it, you could pour it. I'm gonna roll it. It's all absolutely perfect. The color's not distorting. It's light, bright, airy. I love it. Let's let it dry overnight and we'll start assembling everything together, including the metal brackets that we made. Hey, good morning. Everything is dry. The Flex Seal liquid in the clear is beautiful. It's got this like rubberized coating that I am willing to put my money on that it will withstand years and years and years and anything that comes out while it's left outside. All we gotta do now is drill some holes, attach the side pieces, and then throw some cushions on it and see how this puppy looks. Well, even better, I wanna feel how this puppy feels. Amazon cushions for the win. All right, let's talk about the budget breakdown for this patio set compared to the $10,000 set we found online. The lumber was $93. The metal was $107. The paint and primer for the metal was $26. The screws were $22. The waterproofing and the stain was $56 total. And the cushions were $277 on Amazon, making this entire set complete for $580 versus the $10,000 that we found online. Hey, thanks for sticking around and watching this video. For more cool builds, check out this playlist right over here.